In today's hyper-connected world, our smartphones have become extensions of ourselves. We carry them everywhere, relying on them for communication, information, and entertainment. But have you ever stopped to consider just how much time we spend interacting with these devices each day? The average person touches their phone over 2,600 times a day. That's an astounding number, isn't it? It equates to hours upon hours spent tapping, swiping, and scrolling. Each touch is a tiny interruption, a momentary diversion from whatever else you might be doing. It's a tear in your attention, a subtle fragmentation of your focus. These constant interruptions, though seemingly insignificant on their own, add up over time, significantly impacting our ability to concentrate and think deeply. This isn't connection. It's often quite the opposite. It's a sign of a deeper problem, a symptom of our increasingly fragmented attention spans and our growing dependence on technology. We live in a state of constant low-grade distraction. It's a pervasive hum that underlies our daily lives, making it difficult to truly be present in the moment. Our focus is fractured by endless notifications and alerts. Each ping, buzz, and pop-up pulls us away from what we're doing, demanding our immediate attention. We've tethered ourselves to machines, becoming increasingly reliant on them for validation and stimulation. Designed to demand our attention, with interfaces and algorithms carefully crafted to keep us hooked, costing us our most valuable resource, time. Time that could be spent on meaningful pursuits, cultivating relationships, or simply enjoying the present moment. This digital noise isn't harmless. It has real consequences for our mental and emotional well-being. It creates a hum of anxiety, a constant undercurrent of stress that can be difficult to escape. We feel phantom buzzes, imagining our phones vibrating even when they're not. We fear missing out, constantly checking social media to see what others are doing, and compare ourselves endlessly, leading to feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. These feelings are engineered by platforms carefully designed to exploit our psychological vulnerabilities, built to capture your attention, to keep you scrolling, clicking, and engaging. Because your attention is their product. The more time you spend on their platforms, the more data they collect, and the more money they make. The result? We're overwhelmed, bombarded with information and stimulation, exhausted and strangely empty. Despite being constantly connected, we often feel isolated and unfulfilled. We're told more connection is better, that being constantly online will make us happier and more successful. But our brains aren't built for this onslaught. We're simply not equipped to handle the constant stream of information and stimulation that the digital world throws at us. We're wired for deep work, for focused attention and sustained concentration, and real-world interactions, for meaningful connections and authentic relationships. Not shallow engagement, not fleeting interactions that leave us feeling empty and disconnected. The digital world often works against our fundamental needs, undermining our ability to thrive and flourish. It prioritizes the urgent and trivial, the immediate and superficial, over the meaningful, the important, and the truly fulfilling. It's time to question this default, to challenge the assumption that more technology is always better. The good news? You can reclaim your attention. You have the power to take control of your digital life and create a more balanced and fulfilling existence. You don't need to abandon technology. That's not the goal. Just use it intentionally, with purpose and awareness. Decide what role tech plays in your life, what value it brings, and how it can best serve your goals and values. Instead of letting it dictate your days, consuming your time and attention without your conscious consent. This is digital minimalism, a philosophy of technology use that prioritizes intention, purpose, and meaning. Declutter your digital life. Eliminate the apps, websites, and notifications that don't serve you, to make room for what matters, for the people, activities, and experiences that truly bring you joy and fulfillment. Use technology as a tool, a means to an end, not a source of endless distraction, a constant drain on your time and energy. This essay will show you how, providing practical strategies and actionable steps you can take to reclaim your attention and live a more intentional digital life. Let's begin. The constant stream of digital information, the never-ending flood of updates, notifications, and demands on our attention comes at a steep price. It's a cost we often don't fully realize until we're already feeling the effects. Our ability to focus, the capacity to concentrate deeply, to engage fully with a task, is eroded by this constant bombardment. Research shows it takes over 20 minutes, sometimes even longer, to regain focus, to get back into the flow state after being pulled away, after a digital interruption. That's 20 minutes lost, just to get back to where you were. Each notification, every buzz, ding, or pop-up is a cognitive wrench, a small but significant disruption to your train of thought, in your productivity. These wrenches add up, slowly grinding away at your efficiency and output. Deep work has become nearly impossible. The ability to concentrate without distraction is a rare and valuable skill in today's world. We're not multitasking, despite what we might tell ourselves. We're switch tasking, rapidly jumping between different tasks and applications, and the cost is immense. This constant switching drains our mental energy and reduces the quality of our work. This harms not just our work, our ability to perform effectively and achieve our goals, but our well-being. It impacts our mental and emotional health in profound ways. Heavy social media use, spending hours scrolling through feeds and comparing ourselves to others, is linked to anxiety, feelings of unease, worry, and fear. Depression, a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, and loneliness. A deep sense of isolation, even when surrounded by others online. We trade genuine connection, the richness and depth of real human interaction, for shallow, quantified versions, superficial interactions measured in likes and followers. Likes and comments, fleeting moments of validation that leave us wanting more, instead of real conversations, meaningful exchanges that build lasting relationships. We're more connected, digitally linked to more people than ever before, yet more isolated. Feeling alone in a crowd, despite the illusion of constant connection. The average user gets dozens of notifications, bombarded with alerts from various apps and services, and checks email and apps, compulsively reaching for their phone to see what they're missing, hundreds of times a day. A constant cycle of checking, responding, and getting pulled back in. These are not the habits, the intentional choices of a focused mind. A mind capable of deep thought and creative problem solving. They're the habits of a mind held captive, controlled by the constant demands of technology. This isn't your fault. You're not weak or undisciplined. It's by design. These platforms are engineered to be addictive. The attention economy, the system that drives the internet, profits from your distraction. The more time you spend online, the more money they make. Recognizing this is the first step, acknowledging the forces at play, to taking back control, to reclaiming your attention and your life. You're not fighting willpower. It's not simply a matter of trying harder. You're fighting a system built to break it, a sophisticated and powerful system designed to keep you hooked. Digital minimalism isn't about rejecting technology, it's about using it intentionally. Technology is a tool. It should serve your values, not distract from them. The core principle: focus your online time on a few carefully chosen activities that support what you value and ignore the rest. This is a shift from passively consuming tech to actively shaping your digital life. Ask, does this app offer indispensable value that outweighs its negatives? Most don't. By clearing digital clutter, you make space for high-value activities, reading deep conversations-focused work. Digital minimalism is about choosing the meaningful few over the distracting many. It's the key to a more intentional, fulfilling life. Start your minimalist journey with a Ruthless App Audit. Go through every app on your devices. For each, ask, do I use this weekly? Does it add significant value? Does it distract or make me feel worse? If you haven't used it in a month, or if it drains your focus, delete it. Don't just move it to a folder, remove it completely. This act is powerful. It declares you control your device, not the other way around. Apply the same process to your computer and browser extensions. Be ruthless. The goal isn't zero apps, but only the essentials that support your life. Less clutter, more clarity. Take control. Next, tackle notifications, the main weapon of the attention economy. Go into your settings and turn off notifications for every app, except those from real people or urgent matters. Most notifications aren't urgent. You don't need instant updates on likes or sales. Only allow calls, texts, and essential calendar alerts. For everything else, email, social media, news, turn them off. You'll be amazed at the peace that follows. Use focus modes or do not disturb to further curate interruptions. Set up work, family, and sleep modes to control who can reach you. By managing interruptions, your phone becomes a tool that respects your attention. You decide when to engage. Take back your focus. After decluttering, try a digital detox to reset your habits. Take a 24-hour break from social media. Delete the apps for a day. Notice the urge to check your phone. That's withdrawal. As the day goes on, you'll likely feel calmer and more present. Try switching your phone to grayscale mode to make it less enticing. These experiments reveal what's essential and what's just habit. Afterward, ask, what did I miss? What did I gain? Use these insights to shape your long-term tech habits. Detox isn't the end. It's a tool for building a healthier relationship with technology. Digital minimalism isn't just about removal. It's about choosing tools that protect your focus. Use distraction-blocking browser extensions like Freedom or Leech Block. Try minimalist writing apps with no toolbars or notifications. Create an environment where it's easier to work than to get distracted. Reevaluate your communication tools. Batch email. Use clients that let you snooze messages. Prioritize tools that encourage deep work and single tasking. Build systems that make focus your default. Technology can support your goals, if you choose wisely. Make your digital environment work for you. We often talk about decluttering our physical spaces, but what about our digital lives? The constant barrage of notifications, apps vying for our attention, and endless streams of information can leave us feeling overwhelmed and scattered. Theory is nothing without action. It's time to take control and create a digital environment that supports your goals and well-being. Here's your 7-day challenge, a structured approach to help you reclaim your focus and create a more intentional relationship with technology. Each day focuses on a specific area of your digital life, providing actionable steps you can take to simplify and streamline. Day 1. App Purge. It's time to take a hard look at the apps you have installed on your phone and tablet. Audit every app. Delete anything unused, low value, or distracting. Be honest with yourself. Have you used that language learning app in the last month? Does that game really add value to your life? Or does it just eat up your time? Day 2. Notification silence. Notifications are the digital equivalent of someone constantly tapping you on the shoulder. Turn off all notifications. Yes, all of them. This might seem radical, but it's a powerful way to regain control of your attention. Accept calls and texts from contacts. You don't want to miss important communications from the people you care about. Day 3. Organize home screen. Your home screen is prime digital real estate. Move all but essential apps off your main screen. Think of the apps you use most frequently and those that align with your goals. Everything else can live in folders or on subsequent screens. Day 4. Unsubscribe aggressively. Email overload is a common problem in the digital age. Spend 15 minutes unsubscribing from unwanted emails. Make it a ruthless process. If you haven't opened an email from a particular sender in a while, unsubscribe. Day 5. Set app timers. Time flies when you're scrolling through social media or playing games. Limit time on your most distracting apps. Use the built-in screen time features on your phone to set daily limits. You might be surprised at how much time you're actually spending on these apps. Day 6. No screens before bed. The blue light emitted from screens can interfere with your sleep. Put all screens away an hour before sleep. Read a book, take a bath, or listen to calming music instead. Day 7. Reflect. This is perhaps the most important day of the challenge. How do you feel after a week? Take some time to journal or simply reflect on your experience. What habits will you keep? Which changes made the biggest difference in your focus and well-being? Each day builds momentum, creating a positive feedback loop toward a more intentional digital life. It's about consciously choosing how you engage with technology rather than letting it control you. Don't just read, commit to the challenge. Make a conscious decision to follow through with each day's task. Experience the benefits firsthand. You might be surprised at how much calmer, focused, and productive you feel. This is your first step to taking back control. It's about reclaiming your attention and creating a digital life that supports your goals and values. Minimalism is a practice, a continuous journey of refinement, not a one-time fix. It's about constantly evaluating your relationship with technology and making adjustments as needed. Use this week to reset, to create a clean slate and establish new habits. Your relationship with technology. It's an opportunity to redefine how you use digital tools and create a more balanced and fulfilling life. Notice the calm and focus that follow. Pay attention to how you feel when you're not constantly bombarded with notifications and distractions. Choose what you want to keep. Be intentional about the apps, websites, and digital habits you reintroduce into your life. Let this be the start of a new way of living, a life where technology serves you rather than the other way around. You're in control now. Embrace the power of intentionality and create a digital life that aligns with your values and goals. Minimalism isn't about deprivation, it's about freedom. By clearing digital clutter, you create space for what matters. This space lets you read, connect deeply, solve problems, and be present. You'll miss out on some noise, but that's the point. The joy of missing out is powerful. Most digital noise is trivial. Choose to tune in to your real life. The path to focus is simple, but it starts with action. You have the philosophy and the plan. Now take the first step. Delete one app right now. Feel the satisfaction of taking back control. This is your life. Live it on your own terms.